Hello, my beautiful unicorns. How are all of you tonight? I hope everybody's doing really good. I'm doing good. I feel a little better now that I've had something to eat. I'm sorry for any weird movements. I'm wiping my mouth. Okay. Oh, you had time to stream for an hour today? That's awesome. How did I not know that you stream? Have you mentioned that to me before? Did I just forget? Did I lose my mind? I might have lost my mind. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get the time thing. I totally understand the lack of time thing. That's why I had to start streaming in the evenings. Yeah. What have you been busy with? Do tell. Or is it just life? Life can be busy too. Work and work and more work. Okay, that's fair. Very, very fair. Yeah. We went the traditional route. And so I'm the stay at home mom. Ooh, cinnamon rolls. That sounds so yummy. I wish I could have cinnamon rolls. I'm allergic to cinnamon though. I can't have cinnamon rolls anymore. It's very sad. You can't even look at a cinnamon roll. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Fair. And if you're constantly making them, yeah, I would get sick of them too. Okay, that was a water count, Alan. You can count that as water. I don't think I've really made any desserts lately. I mean, I just finished making dinner. Banana bread cookies and chocolate cake. Ooh, chocolate cake is my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. You can post pictures of any chocolate cake in Discord. I love chocolate cake. It's my favorite. Mm. Hot fudgy chocolate cake with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Oh, I thought I was full, but there's always room for dessert. Mm. Ooh, that sounds so yummy. Oh, happy birthday to hubby. That's exciting. How old is hubby? Do you mind me asking? Light's bright. Ow. Oh, 23 on the 28th. Awesome. I'd like to say I remember when I turned 23, but it was pretty unremarkable. Yeah, my 23rd birthday was pretty unremarkable. But happy birthday. 15 days. Yay! You're an April baby too. I'm an April baby. Yay! See, 22 was memorable because 3 months after I turned 22, I had our son. So 22 was good. But after that, eh, not really. Enjoy your 20s. Oh my gosh, yes. Enjoy your 20s because that's. I didn't enjoy my 20s very well, so yeah. I wish I had been able to enjoy my 20s, but mental health sucks, so I can't say mental health sucks. Mental illness sucks. See, exactly. Enjoy yourself. See, I didn't know how to manage my mental illness, so my 20s weren't that great. We decided kids when hubby turns 25. Plan. That's great. Fair. Fair. I wanted to be the well, I wanted to be able to say I'm an empty nester by the time I'm 40, so yeah. And it'll be close. It'll be close. Should be close if I did my math right. Just this is I'm going to give some advice right now, okay? Do not wait until you're 40 to have kids. Okay? My mother did that. Well, she didn't exactly wait. She had me, and she and my dad tried to have another baby, but it didn't work. And then I was in high school when my mom had my little brother. So there's 14 and a half years difference between me and my brother. And I can tell you that our my mom had my sister 11 years after me on accident. Yeah, my little brother, I don't want to say he was an accident. He just wasn't planned. Ooh, 47 with an 11-year-old. I'm trying to think if that was the same age about my parents. Let's see. Mom was 40. So at 47, yeah, at 47, my little brother would have been 7. So, yeah, oof, that's gotta be rough. Something my mom and dad complained about all the time was not having the energy to keep up with him. So, just don't wait for like forever because then you're just not gonna have the energy. The energy, man. I'm in my 30s and I'm tired all the time. But I think 25, yes. 25 is great. 25 is great. Yeah, that's a good choice. It's a good idea. How long have you guys been married? Did I ask that already? If I asked, I'm sorry. I have to ask again because if you told me, I can't remember. 2 years in July? Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love that. I liked early marriage. It was difficult. Okay, don't get me wrong. Early marriage, it was difficult, but that's like where we did most of our learning was like those early years and just figuring, each other out and seeing, how we wanted our marriage to go and yeah. I know that feeling exactly. Oh my gosh. That's that's such a great feeling. I love that feeling. Knowing that you're with somebody that you want to spend forever with, like, yeah, it's really good. And I guess the next big question is I mean, he's your soulmate. That means he's your best friend too, right? Because Alan is my best friend. I have other friends. Alan is actually the person who pushes me to go make new friends. So do you guys like a lot of the same stuff? That's perfect. Best friends who happen to be married. I get that. That's so cool. I might need to get chapstick. Ow. That's so cool. Alan and I do pretty much, you know, everything together. Sometimes that's how it works out best, is just having two really different people that complement each other. Rex and I like a lot of the same things. What did that do? What did that do? Hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. My phone is kind of freaking out. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay. It's no longer freaking out. There we go. Sense of humor. D&D is important. I agree, Alan. 100% agree. And the same sense of humor is really good, especially um where he's in the military. If you get that same sense of humor, it's just, you're going to have a great time. Really, it's going to be awesome. Let's see. What is that, Dak? Roses are red, the night sky is black. Who just joined? I guess. Oh, guess what? It's Dak. Give me my PhD in rhyming. So there you go. There's Dak's little. Oh gosh. That's my kid. I'm sorry you can't see the YouTube chat, but yeah, he's got, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yes. The military humor is going to mesh so well if you have the same sense of humor. If you don't, then some of his jokes are, you're going to find them very, very dark. So be prepared to have your humor go very, very dark. It's actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. It is the best. I agree. You know, dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it. Okay. We'll keep chatting. I'm just going to hop on real quick to Stardew. Now, I can't remember. I know. It is pretty hilarious, right? I have a dark sense of humor. Yes, Dak, I know you have a dark sense of humor. You were entertaining me with your dark sense of humor earlier today as we were running errands. Oh, that's what we were going to do. Let's go and get eggs so we can make fried eggs. Because we have to go and put that in the community center. I'm trying to remember some of the things that like the jokes that Dax said today that really got me, and I can't remember what they were. Some of them were actually really great. Oh, I guess I have to pet them, don't I? I don't have an auto petter yet. Yeah, I can't remember the ones that he shared with me today. That's something that I find really awesome, is that Alan and I were able to have a kid with the exact same sense of humor that we do. It's great. Yeah, I mean, really, it is. Oh, don't use the egg. Don't use the egg. I need the egg. And we might as well fill this up, because if I don't, I'll forget and the chickens will be pissed at me. There was... Zach, can you remember one that you shared with me earlier? Because I can't. And it was great. He had me laughing so hard. It was actually a really good day to stay, like, good way to start out the day, because I homeschool, and so... No, I can't remember. Of course you can't remember, because that would be helpful. I homeschool, so we spend a lot of time together. And today, I took him with me to my aerial class. Just because he wanted to hang out, and I figured, why not, right? So we are at my aerial class, and, you know, he's a kid, so he's just kind of chilling. I was hoping that he would actually pay a little bit of attention to what I was doing, so he could give me some feedback, especially on the shoulder stand that I was doing. And so I was like, oh, what do you think? And he gives me a big grin, and he's, thumbs up, and I was like, what did you think of the shoulder stand? Nothing. He gave me a hug and said nothing. You want to know why? Because he didn't see a damn thing. He wasn't paying attention. I love my child, but he wasn't paying attention. It was really cool, though. Boys. Exactly. Boys. But I will tell you that I really enjoy having a boy, and I think I enjoy it more than I would if I had a girl, because drama. Massive drama. We're gonna go put this fried egg into the community center. Hey Pam, sup? Sup, Pam? I might go to the desert later, maybe. I'm waiting for you to sober up a bit, okay? Okay, Pam, sober up. I don't think she's gonna listen. I'm trying to figure out what else was going on today. I mean, it's been a pretty okay day. I'm, covered in bruises. It's the opposite. Girls were much easier than my brothers. Oh, wow. I mean, I only have the one, and I'm only ever going to have the one, so I'm not going to have that. So I'm not going to have, like, a good comparison, so. Okay. don't know exactly my mom's take on it. Well, I guess my mom's take on it really doesn't matter, does it? It does depend on the kid. I will agree with that 100%. I got a kid that, well, honestly, he's a miniature adult. That's what he is. We would get comments when he was like 3 or 4 on how well he could speak and be understood. I don't think I care about your mom's take, to be honest. Yeah. 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 True. And this is why we don't let my mother or my father know about my streaming identity, because I wouldn't be able to just be honest with everyone, which is actually really refreshing. So, I mean, I can't ask my mom who she thinks was easiest and whatnot, because you have to actually, like, care to notice, so. But no, our kiddo, he's got our sense of humor. Honestly, he's a smart ass, and I love every minute of it. He's funny. Let's see. What? I need to know how much things are gonna cost today. Ow! Hey, it's Robin. I'm out of the house today for my weekly aerobics club. Sorry. Well, I'm glad I didn't run all the way up there. Thank you, Alan and Mala, for pointing out that I should buy a phone. Do I already have a deluxe barn? You guys, I already got the deluxe barn. Oddly enough, it's Naomi that has the most eye rolls in the house. Even with a teenager, yes. Oh, Dax got one. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She hugged me. Oh gosh. I've heard that one before, Dak. I've heard that one before. Oh, what am I doing? Awful? See, that's the kind of sense of humor that I live with. Both of my boys are like that. I think Marnie's at aerobics too, right? Hello, you've reached Marnie's Ranch. My shop is closed today. Okay, just how much is a pig? 16,000. Okay. 16,000. Good to know. That's our sense of humor, too. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I should check to see if I have the stuff to make the maki roll. Oh, I've got the algae, but I don't have seaweed. I guess we'll go fishing so we can, like, get the seaweed to make a maki roll to put into the community center. Oh no, he's got another one. People say you should live every day like it's your last. So I'm ignoring everyone and eating cake. Alone, as if it were my last birthday. Problem solved. Okay. Okay, I got a ticket. for Robin. I don't have the time to do that. There's not many days left in the season. Now you have a chance to inherit a candy factory. Where I've got a golden ticket. It just seems like so much work. I really want to know what that man was thinking when he gave Charlie that ticket to the factory. Like when he thought it's a great idea to give this chocolate factory to a child. Child abuse included. Yeah. See, my problem with it is the fact that running a business, owning a business, is exceptionally difficult. And it's time consuming, and you have to be successful, you know? Like, I mean, you don't have to be, but I mean, it's nice to have a successful business. High on edibles, probably. That would explain why the parents were okay with it, too. They were eating the candy as well. But, I mean, no person in their right mind would willingly take over some rando's chocolate factory. Especially once they find out about the slave labor. It's just beyond me. Tell that to everyone on Shark Tank. I never liked that show. I don't know. And the thing is like, the candy, it's not even a new invention. Okay, I can see getting in on, like, the ground floor of a, you know, like, being a backer is one thing. Owning the entire thing is completely different. When you're a backer, you expect the people you've given money to do their job and make you money. That's why you back them. But if you're owning it and you have to pay everything, it just, ugh. You know, Alan, Dad owned his own business. I mean, it was a mess. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Trying to read screens. However, we must admit, the real villains are the grandparents, especially the grandpa. Yes. Now I'm going to focus on catching the fish. There we go. Okay, got it. Alright, so why were the grandparents the real villains? Just asking. And I can't even say that I'm asking for a friend, because I don't know. It's just for me. Bro, we're so sick we can't leave our beds. True. And yet he gets up, right? Until I get a chance to tour a candy factory. Okay. I see your point. I see the point. Oh, sweet, there's the seaweed we needed. But we don't have the rice we need. Yay. I have to go to Pier to get that crap. So, okay. You're saying, like, they're in bed, right? They are living with their children. We're so poor we only eat cabbage and water and can't fix our roof. Okay, so the grandparents sleeping in the middle of the living room, having their child take care of them, okay? So, our parents let us watch this movie. Okay, our parents were like, here, this is such a great movie. And then they get all mad at us when we actually have a legitimate reason to still be living in their house. We can tour a massive factory? Okay, fair enough. I see. And I wasn't arguing with them being villains. I really wasn't. I was just curious. Yay, money! Where's my miscellaneous chest? Is this my miscellaneous chest? No. Is this it? No. I know, but it's a sore spot. Charlie's mom wasn't living in the grandparents' house, though. They were living with her. See, but that doesn't matter because, like... it's okay. Oh, what is it, Dak? Grandpa died peacefully in his sleep, unlike the screaming passengers in his car. Oh my gosh, really, kid? Because I had a schoolmate who did not agree that the grandparents were wrong. Really? Well, there are cultures where taking care of your grandparents is like the thing that you do. And having multiple generations in one house for those cultures makes sense. However, for the culture, even the time frame that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was filmed in makes little to no sense why they were there. Because it was like the UK, right? It was based in the UK. And then, I mean, it was filmed in like, what, the 70s? I think it was filmed in the 70s. Those cultures still have all generations contributing, though. To a point. To a point. Do you remember watching Coco? Do you remember watching Coco? Grandma Coco wasn't contributing. Grandma Coco was in a wheelchair, losing her mind slowly. Really sad. Was it UK? I thought it was. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it was. She had Alzheimer's. Okay, fair. Okay. Oh, it's raining. Joy. There was something in my head. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. They do choose not to help. That's another really cool thing, though, about those, like, the other cultures and stuff. It's like, even though she had Alzheimer's, they were still willing to take care of her, you know? I love that. Sucking up resources and making no contributions. They would make good officers. I love it. Oh, I've missed that. When you don't go to the unit anymore, you miss that kind of humor. It's messed up, but it's the truth. Any more fruit? I should. I've got that and that, I guess. I need 3. I need 3 fruit. Fine, I'll take a blueberry. He's funny. Even though sometimes they annoy me, my boys are funny. Oh, let's see. When you have to write an apology letter for burning down your ex's house, use Vic in both cases. Oh gosh. No, Dak, no. No. No, bad Dak. Bad. Oh boy. I promise that my child doesn't always joke about arson. He jokes about other things too. Trafficking, drug use, homicide. Yeah, I know. Hello? This is Vincent. Do you have any piggies on your farm? No, Vincent, I don't. I'm broke. Okay, gotta go. Am I sure about that? That you don't always joke about arson? Yes, I am sure about that. As your father just pointed out, trafficking, drug use, homicide, those are other things that you joke about. My grandpa always said, fight fire with fire. That's probably why he got kicked out of the fire department. Oh boy. Oh no, what do we got? We should send illegal immigrants to hunt pedophiles. Call it Alien versus Predator. I've heard that one. Oh, it's so bad. But yes, I've heard that one too. Oh gosh, that's funny. I'm gonna get a drink. Apparently that's one that Dax heard too. Okay. Let's go buy some pigs. It's Wednesday. Marnie should be there, right? Right? I thought it was hilarious. That's why I allowed it. I know. I know that's why you allowed it. That's really funny. Oh, hooray! We finally get to buy a pig. The pig's name is going to be, Bacon. Bacon. There we go. Can we buy another one? Buy bombs first. No, I'm not going to buy bombs first. However, I am going to buy another pig. He loved tomatoes. That's awesome. This one's going to be Kevin. Not Devin, Kevin. This was a good pig. Yeah. Oh no. Dak, what? My parents always said if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's why they don't call me anymore. Ooh. Ow. We also had biscuit, sausage, and gravy. That is funny. Actually sounds really good too. Biscuits and gravy? Man, that's also good. All good pigs. Yes. So I was checking earlier before I started stream, and my character's not up to level 10 foraging yet, so let's forage, I guess. And we don't have the trash bear yet because we haven't finished the center. I'm not seeing anything else. Now you need to forget to feed Kevin, only remembering when you're on the bus. Kevin! Oh. That one was bad. Boo! I give that one boo. Especially since you know why I named him Kevin. Now we can play Degrees to Kevin Bacon. We can. It's Kevin and Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Come on. Kevin Bacon. It's funny. Kevin, bake on. We still need that victory cake. I don't remember. Oh, hey, let's go say hello to the pigs, I guess. Craig? Did I say Craig? I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Stop making fun of me. Happy piggies. Oh, I guess I didn't pet the other animals. Oops. That's fine. Guess I can go pet the animals again. Oh. Yeah. It's been a long day, okay? See, you drove home, okay? You drove 3 hours home. All right, and I get that. That's tiring. I spent an entire hour in the air. Okay? And yes, I did it to myself. But now I'm covered in bruises and soreness, and I'm tired because of that. So, yeah. Don't make fun of me. But again, pilots just sit on their butts. I wasn't sitting on my butt. I mean, some of the time I was, but not all the time. That was... yeah. Can't really... if my arm is bent, I can't unbend it without it hurting. What's in here? Apparently I have more fruit in here. Found the rest of that, though. I found where I put the hops. Hop. Hip, hop. What? They don't sit all the time. Sometimes they're dragging passengers out of the bathroom. Ooh. Looking at you, United. I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Dak, that one was really just... yeah. That was just bad. That wasn't really funny. That's the old one. It's a very old one. Okay. What else did I have on the... oh, maki roll. Let's go buy rice. We need to go buy rice. Hey, Pam. Sup? Why did 7 eat 9? You guys, it's Wednesday. Pierre's closed on Wednesday. You know what? Forget you, Pierre. I'm going to go give my money to Joe Jamart. Why did 7 eat 9? $250 for one thing of rice. Because he needed 3 square meals. And that one was just bad. That was just bad. Sure, let's go slay some slimes. That was just really bad. Eye rolls across multiple time zones. Winning. Zach, I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Okay. I'm going to contact Xiaoxing in the next couple of weeks, the wonderful woman who did my model. And I'm going to see if she can do an emotion where my model actually face palms, because some of these I just face palm, okay? Some of these just, it's more than just an eye roll, it's a face palm, okay? Just, ugh. Chat will now hold you accountable for that. I will now hold Alan accountable for that, as he is the one with the money that pays for my stuff, since I take care of everything else. Chat is like Pepperidge Farms. We remember. So funny. Did you hear about the kidnapping at the school? It's fine. He woke up. Oh! I want to facepalm so bad right now, but I can't because my hands hurt too bad. Dak, I want you to know that if I could, that one earned a facepalm. These are getting really, really bad, okay? They're not, oh, man. I don't know what to do with you guys. Now all we need is a truffle and 3 apples. Those stupid bats haven't given us any apples. I don't understand why not. I need a drink. Ooh. Probably shouldn't be drinking that fast. Have you tried an apple tree? I have one growing in my greenhouse. It's in my greenhouse. It's in the greenhouse. Oh, hey, let's go get those forageables. I've seen them a couple times now. We should probably grab them, huh? Oh, and there's a grape, too. I hear they really like to give. That's actually a really sad book. I hate that book so much. I really do dislike that book. Oh, that's right. We were going to go get slimes, too. Want that, and I guess we can go grab some cheese. It's a classic. Like polio. It's okay. It's okay. Why was the math book sad? Because it had so many problems. Oh, man. You guys are killing me here. They're just... Come on, really? Come on. Looking for green slimes. Or red slimes. The red ones. Actually pick some of this stuff up, I think. I have a week's worth of self-censoring to work out. Really? It's not a week. You weren't gone for a week. You were not gone for a week. You were gone for 2.5 days. 2.5 days. That's how long the business trip was. 2.5 days. 4 days. No. I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. Okay, Dak, really? Really, Dak? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. Okay, you were not down there all day Tuesday. And you were not down there all day today. Why am I not finding... Oh, there's a red slime. Found one. Yes, I was. No, you weren't. You left Monday afternoon and just got back today. It wasn't all day Monday, though. Just most of it. And it wasn't all day today either. Hey, I'm actually finding slimes now. Just most of it. Oh gosh, it's okay. I mean, and okay, so I get you needing to censor. I get it. I get you needing to censor, okay? But if you're censoring the jokes that you're telling me, you really didn't need to censor them from your team. Trust me. Trust me. Get my board back. There we go. No censoring at work. What? I'm so confused. There's some of those jokes that you... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Really, it's fine. I'm confused. I'm tired. You're just confusing me more, so it's fine. We're fine. It's okay. Oh, I'm out of space. Let's get rid of that. Dak, I'm not even going to read that one, okay? Oh, we just have to kill one more red slime, and I see one down there. That one counted as a red one? It was green! That slime was green! That was a green slime! He's been censoring himself at work, so it's become a habit. He's got a break. I get that, but the thing is, let's see, at work I have to balance between being funny enough that coworkers laugh and not being so funny that I know, okay? The jokes that he's been sharing today, though, are jokes that he really doesn't need to censor, though. That's the problem. I don't read your joke stack because they're this one was just... Okay, fine. I will read yours. Okay, Dak, you ready? Ready. Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? Yeah, he passed away. I know, it's because I have to make up for 4 days of censoring. Okay, look, we have wine. Ow. I am now only limited by chat rules and TOS. Fair. Fair. I'm going to sell a lot of these today. I don't see why I have so many gems, but that's okay. I'll keep all of the jade. Keep the rubies. Unlimited power, itty bitty typing space. Okay, that one was good. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. That needs to go in there. Every time I hear terms of service, I think of the song Fine Print by Stipedium. I've never heard that before. Yes, something else to check out. Is he kind of like Weird Al, where he does parodies? Because that seems like a... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of video game themed songs. Oh, okay. I can get down with that. I like that. Suddenly flashes to Code Monkey. Oh, yes! Fine Print is top tier just as a song. Okay, I'll have to definitely check that out. Now I want to watch Code Monkey. Code Monkey, get up, get coffee. Code Monkey, go to job. Code Monkey, have boring meeting. Boring manager Rob. Rob say Code Monkey very diligent, but his output stink. Code Monkey, get up, kick. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Dak. I love that song. Let's see. I did finish that, right? Pam sent us beer. That is her thing, though, isn't it? My back itches. My back itches. Ooh. Ow. My back itches. Ah. I think I got it. One of the lines in the song is, "You're able to pay off your grave since we leased you your cradle." Ooh, I'm gonna have to really check that out. Apparently I got a light. There. Outer Worlds themed? Let's get this put in there. Oh, my hands hurt. No, don't eat the egg. Just pet the chickens, tell them they're good chickens, and then, yeah. I need to check that song out. I like really dark. I've only played a little bit of that game, but so far it's hilarious. Outer Worlds? Can't remember that one. Why can't I remember? I feel stupid when I can't remember. I just realized that I put ancient fruit in the preserved jars and not the kegs. What is wrong with me? That's the one with spoilers. Is that the one that Pirate Software played? The story-based one? That's Outer Wilds. See? There's so many that their names are so similar. It just doesn't make sense. And we're going to keep the battery because, yes. Outer Worlds was Bethesda meets Fireflies. Meets Firefly. Bethesda meets Firefly. What's Bethesda? Bethesda as in like the game company? Is that what that is? You're saying that it's Bethesda's version of Firefly? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Apples? Apples? No apples. Stupid bats. What are you there for, bats? If you're not going to give me the apples, why are you even there? Ugh. And okay. Let's see. I've done that. I gotta look at my list. Maybe you should try leaving an offering of blood for the bats. I can't. I can't do that. Got that. Got that. Okay, so the only things that I have left on my to-do goals list for the stream is finding gems to sell and getting foraging up to level 10, so okay then. Ow. Let's grab some cheese and we're gonna go into the mines and get gems because why not? I only grabbed 7 cheese. Okay. luck, you know, pretty good luck on these lower levels. Maybe we'll get more gems. Ow, did you see that? Dude walked right into me. I hate those guys. They're like the worst. No, they're not the worst. The royal serpents are the worst. No, the slimes are the worst. The slimes are the worst. I hate slimes. Oh, hi, Tree Mosher. Did I say that right? Yes, I think I said that right. Oh no, a bat. Oh. I don't like the slimes. They're mean. That's what usually kills me in the Skull Caverns are the slimes and the royal serpents. I'm pretty sure they have like a contract or a not contract, what is it called? An alliance against me. That's what it is. I'm not seeing any gems like the last time we were down here. That sucks. Oh. They creep up at you. They think they're a spider or something. Yes, they do. Oh, I just remembered. The dangerous version of the mines. The spiders in the dangerous version of the mines drive me crazy. And the stupid squid, okay? We haven't gotten that far. In the dangerous version of the mines, when you've finished stuff on Fern Island, Ginger Island, whatever you want to call it, you get a quest from Mr. Chi. And he turns the mines into a dangerous version. And there are spiders and they jump and they're horrible and I hate spiders. I hate the bugs that make you nauseous. And oh, you mean the ghosts? Oh, those are horrible. I make sure that I have the recipe for ginger ale before I even do that. How far have you gotten into the game, Tree Musher? I'm gonna call you Tree, okay? I'm gonna call you Tree. Mr. Chi's cool, but his quests suck. Some of his quests suck. I do like others, like some of his other quests are pretty, you know. I like picking up the one that has you going into the Skull Caverns and trying to find X amount of prismatic shards. Oh, look. We have ore. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to find some gems now. I've unlocked Ginger Island on a previous save. Oh, yeah. He's, Mr. Chi is the guy who you meet in level 100 of the Skull Caverns. If you've gotten that far. The guy that sends you the mysterious notes and stuff. Yeah. He's weird. He's a weird dude. Super weird. We're just gonna get all of this. Skull Cavern. Yeah, he's in the desert casino as well. And in 1.6, the newest update, he drops mystery boxes that you can find, like, the first season of your first year. So, that's something, too. Oh, I found it! Okay. Thought I saw slime down there, but I guess I didn't. guys hear the bat? There it is. I heard it again. Oh! Stupid crabs. I hate the rock crabs, too. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I like these guys. They give me solar essence. And the solar essence keeps me from spending all of my money on bombs. It's great. I didn't check to see if we had a good luck day or not. I haven't done any of the stuff I normally do. Sorry, guys. I've been busy talking to everybody. Haven't been able to do my voices. Which I'm okay with. I'm not great at them, so. There's that stupid bat sound again. But buying them is so much more entertaining. For us, of course. Of course it is. You always laugh at me when I spend more money than I intend to. It's so funny. Okay, more solar essence. I got stuck behind a rock. And there we go. No, bad bat. Now, if you haven't gotten through Ginger Island, I suggest you go give it a shot. It's fun. Ginger Island is fun. Just make sure you bring your stuff. Like, take a lot of stuff. I'm not finding the ladder, y'all. Ouch. There it is. I'm gonna go get that. Got it. Found it. It was right there. Oh, haha, very funny. Well, I found the ladder. I am gonna just get all this gold, though. If all else fails, I guess I can make gold bars and sell them. I'm not in the mood for bats. Later. I think I would have preferred the other level. These levels are the worst. This might take a minute. Okay. Hold on a second, everybody. I'm sorry. My mother-in-law's calling me. Thank you for waiting, everybody. Ow! I would say, Alan, your mother says hello, but that would be a lie. Oh, Tree Washer, thanks for following. I didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear the little thing that it does a little ding thingy for me, but ding a ding. So that helps me know. And I'm full. Okay, let's see. We'll get rid of those. Perfect. She generally doesn't remember me. I know. It's okay. It happens when you're the youngest of 7. She has 6 others that she had to deal with, so, I mean... Hey, hey. My daughter just came to me yesterday. Unicorn man that she drew? Oh, so awesome. Love unicorns. It's my thing. It's super cool. Oh, Dak? That was your grandma. She has a message for you. I'll give it to you after stream. Be thinking if you want to go see her early tomorrow, basically. Oh, seriously? There was a ring and it dropped. What did we get? Oh, an immunity band. What's this? Magnet ring? Glowstone ring. Oh, but I need both of those. Man. I'll figure it out. That's the downside to not having access to Ginger Island again. Man. You can combine rings when you go to Ginger Island, so that's really awesome. It was not good. It was a big, ugly monster man. The cockroach body. He was Unicorn Man because of a little horn on his forehead. That was his distinguishing quality. She got no jokes. Okay. Ah. Okay, I guess I should eat cheese before I... Wow, I'm really low on health. Why didn't you guys tell me? I'm gonna fall asleep. Yeah. And up we go. By the way, you almost died. Yeah, I saw that. Hero, your health is low. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where Mala's warning was. She's the one who always warns me if my sim is going to die. Like, really close to death. I think that was the old Fable game. I don't think I've ever played that game before. That's for The Sims. Yeah, but she's the responsible one. You're on your own. I was doing a horse competition on The Sims and not paying attention. Oh, I see. I see where your priorities lie. Me, just as a background character. No, you're good. Yeah, did you win? I didn't know that they had... Okay. So, they have horse competitions in The Sims 4. What pack is that? Expansion. What is that? Horse Ranch. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that one too. I was going to sell those. That's what I was going to sell. That sounds fun. Shire named lady. A shire? Like, hold on. Sorry, my brain just kind of glitched out. Give me a second. Type of horse. Okay. I should have known that. I had a glitch. It happens. Let's put this one to bed. There we go. Okay, that's not a bad payday, you guys. Look at that. I think we made back the money from getting the pigs. It's raining again. What? That's 3 days in a row. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just a little weird. Just a little weird. Were we supposed to talk to somebody about... Guys, I killed those 6 red slimes, and then I forgot to go talk to the person who was supposed to give us the money for killing them. That's what just happened, guys. Man! Oh. Yep. This is my brain. It's Thursday. Thursday's streams are always a little... I don't want to say off, but I don't know. I didn't get my nap today, okay? Brain is not braining. My nap time did not happen. Feels like Friday. Eclectic. Oh, I like that word. Good word usage, Mala. Good word usage. Love that. No, don't eat the egg. My husband calls me Google. Oh. It just, man. This week has been weird. Okay, the whole week has been weird. Okay, Alan has been gone for a good portion of it. And then my nap schedule has gotten all sideways because... Oh, Mala, did I tell you? Did I tell you? Okay, so if you're new to the channel, I'm very open about mental health. So here you go. My doctor put me on the ADHD medicine, right? Okay. I started taking it this week. I don't know what to think. Because part of me doesn't feel any different. But then the other part of me is looking back going, well, I kind of got some stuff done. Yeah, I don't know. Is that normal? I don't know. Like, they have me on a really small dose. They wanted me to start with a half. So I take half a pill twice a day for now. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling. This week's just been weird, okay? It's a weird week. Oh, ADHD. This is a new one, okay? Like, I have major depressive disorder, so antidepressants, my wheelhouse, okay? I take a whole bunch of them, okay? Whole bunch. But the whole ADHD thing, brand new thing. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. Especially as a woman. Because I didn't, like, it's so different. Like, Mala knows what I'm talking about, right? So, like, you, like, the girls, like, we manifest differently than the guys do, right? Like, the girls, like, the guys get all hyperactive and stuff, right? And then, I don't, oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I just, see, and I just, this whole new wheelhouse for me, like, yeah, the whole new wheelhouse. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go back to therapy or not. Hmm. I don't know. Batteries don't go there. I think we already gave that to Gunther. And we've given that to Gunther. There's like a whole bunch of stuff I think we've already given to Gunther. Go figure. Let's. Hmm. 9:30. Let's go to the Skull Caverns real quick. Oh my gosh, yes, Mala, exactly. Exactly. That is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, you have all of these people who are like, the words mental illness and mental health are so stigmatized. Let's call it neurodivergence. Oh my gosh, we're special. It's like, no. Okay? No, bitch. You're not special. You're just as broken as I am. Like, oh my gosh. Okay? My you're autistic. I get it. Okay? I get it. But that does not make you a superhero. That it's not your superpower. You have a mental illness. And it sucks. Okay? Disabled. Exactly. I've been stuck in a small room with two ADHD guys all week. Severe case. It's been fun trying to get them back on task. Yeah. Exactly. Like, yeah. I remember Alan and I went to his sister's house and we were helping her with a whole bunch of stuff. She had a really rough time, okay? And her oldest son is on the spectrum but also has ADHD, and I'd never spent a lot of time around him before. Enough to know that, yeah, he obviously, yeah, obvious, okay? But we're down there, and I'm trying to get stuff done to help her and like cook dinner and stuff. And she asked him to vacuum as one of his chores. And so he comes down, he starts vacuuming, and then he comes over to me and we start talking about anime. And I realize, uh, sweetie, aren't you supposed to be vacuuming? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, you're right. And he goes back and he starts vacuuming again, right? And then he comes back and starts talking. Like, I, yeah. Like, yeah. And he's really great. He's a cool kid. I guess I should say he's a cool man. He's an adult. He still lives at home, but it doesn't make you a superhero. Start therapy. Am I a therapist? I just stop blaming myself for my symptoms. Sometimes you can use the aspect of disability as a strength. Yeah. Well, take it. So, Tree, take it from somebody who has been in therapy for. Oh gosh. See, I'm almost 35. I finally found the perfect therapist when I was 28. So, however long that is, 6, 7 years, 8 years, I don't know. It's going to take a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work for you to stop blaming yourself. It's going to take a lot. Just be prepared for that. It is worth it. I forgot spicy eel. Okay, you guys, this is going to be an interesting interesting go of it down here. So, yeah, I just, one of the things that has been bothering me about it is we have a friend who comes over and she plays D&D with us. She's a very good friend. And she also has ADHD. And she's like, I'm neurodivergent. And it's like, sweetheart, no. No. You have mental illness. It's worth noting that her diagnosis is also treatment resistance. Your mileage may vary. Okay, that's fair. But, so, okay. Here, if you would like, Tree, I am more than willing to share my experience with you if you would like. If you would like. But I'm not going to like butt in or say that, oh, this experience is going to be like XYZ, because it's going to be different. Oh, hey, we got coal, and we still haven't found the stairs down. This must be a very unlucky day. There it is. Oh, look! Look! We got mine shafts. How far did we go? Ow. 8 levels. Wow. San Francisco. It's right there. Oh, look, another one. Okay, jumping in 7 levels. Oh, yeah. Fun to find a streamer and chat with that can relate. Okay. All right. So, a married man just told me he's hopelessly in love with me. Showed up to my house, brushed my horse, and tried to woohoo me. Wow, that is interesting. What? I've never had a sim do that in my game. Ever. I've never had a sim do that. That's so funny. Was his name Jody by the chance? Oh, ooh. Oh, I love it. That's great. It's just crazy learning how far research has come. Yeah. It's the mental health industry, like itself, is. It was Marcus Flex. He's usually the first guy I have babies with on the 100 Baby Challenge when I do that. He's easy to meet. He's really, he's easy. Let's just put it that way. Man's easy. Oh, hey, let's go get this one. So, now dubbed Marcus Jody Flex. Got it. Perfect. Okay, so do you want to hear most of it? Because I can. More than willing to share. Okay? Or do you want to just start where I, kind of where I started, I guess. Basically, let's see. No, don't die. Let's see, where should I start? Okay. Alan and I got married in 2009. Okay? We just celebrated 16 years. Okay? Alan is my best friend. Okay? However, before we got married, I realized that what I was feeling day to day wasn't exactly normal. Okay? And I had a friend in high school who actually, she was diagnosed with depression when we were in the 6th grade. She was the one person who saw what was really going on and was like, hey, I'm going to come over to your house and I'm going to talk to your mom and dad. And we're going to take care of this. And I had never heard, like, I knew that she had depression, but I really had no idea what it was. Well, my parents are now well into their 60s. At the time, they were their mid-40s. I have boomers for parents, okay? And so, to them, they really had no freaking clue. And because they had no clue, they asked my friend what we, how do we help, what do we do? And she said, well, she should probably see a therapist and be given medication. Well, my parents said that they couldn't afford that, so if there was anything else. So they put me on vitamin B12. Do you want to know what vitamin B12 does? Turns your pee yellow. That's what it does. So I have a friend who tells me I have all the, I'm exhibiting the symptoms of major depressive disorder, and now I feel even worse because I know I need help and nobody is helping me. Fast forward, I go to college, get married, and for the first time, I feel normal. Like, not normal. I can't say I feel normal, because I've never felt normal. I felt safe. Well, my darling husband, he retired recently. He was in the Army Reserves, and he was getting ready for a deployment. And that, I guess you could say, was the straw that broke the majorly overburdened camel's back. Because he left and I broke. There's no other way of putting it. I broke. I can't say that I lost myself and didn't know who I was, because I didn't know who I was to begin with. Actually something that I learned along with him was who I am. He's the one who helped me with that. But I did not know what to do from that point. So, his oldest sister, who is technically old enough to be my mother, he knew I wasn't doing well, so he got a hold of my dad, who got a hold of her, and she came up. And she, I might as well. Yes, she is old enough to be my husband's mother as well. He is the youngest of 7. So she comes up, and she took me in, and I was finally officially diagnosed. That was, I want to say that it was a relief, but when you already know what's wrong, it's just, I mean, you've been needing help this whole time, and is somebody finally gonna help me type of thing is basically what it was. So because she came in, I started getting the treatment that I needed. I was originally put on bupropion. It's it's an antidepressant. It's one of the ones. It's not an SSRI or an SNRI. It's in a category all its own. They did put me on Zoloft and Prozac, and my body did not like either of them. So the SSRIs don't work. A lot of medications don't work for me, actually. We'll get into that. So I was on that, and then I tried to find a therapist, and finding a therapist was the hardest part of the whole thing, because I would find someone that I really liked, and then they would just up and vanished. Yes, getting diagnosed is weird. If you see enough doctors and therapists and stuff, you get used to the questionnaires. You'll eventually memorize them. How sad is that? So he came home, and things were okay. We did end up moving in with my parents, which did not help. I hate saying this because it's so cliche, but I blame my mother a lot for this. So, moved in, and it wasn't fun. And while we were living there, I got the feeling that we needed to try for a baby. So, okay, that's what we decided. Oh, hello, prismatic shard. I'll take that. However, things didn't go according to plan the first 2 times. So that was rough. And because we were trying, I had stopped taking my antidepressants. If there is no harm in taking some antidepressants while pregnant, and I probably should have stayed on them, but I didn't. Eventually, we did have our son, and honestly, the kid's freaking fantastic. However, your body after pregnancy is all sorts of jacked up. And it, hormones are a bitch. So, I spent my 20s and a very large portion of my son's infancy, toddler, non-functional. Put it that way, non-functional. And unfortunately, that sucked. And so I should have gotten help right after I had him. And at that point, we'd finally found a place to live. We'd bought our house. It was fine. But emotionally, I was not okay. So, what all that would be like during a pregnancy. Well, see, that's the weird thing. During the actual pregnancy itself, I was great. I was fine, okay? And that's kind of where I can say that I'm pretty sure most, not all, okay, not all, but most of my depression stems from chemical imbalances in my brain. However, so basically, when I was pregnant, have all those. Yes, PPD does hit like a truck, and what happened was I did not reach my lowest of lows until my son was about 3. I was okay for the first 6, well, no. I breastfed him for almost 2 years. And while I was breastfeeding, I had those hormones, and that kept me stable. It also helped me lose a lot of weight, and my weight feeds into my self-esteem, which feeds into my mental health, and it's this whole big, nasty, vicious circle. So I was okay, and then I wasn't on the antidepressants anymore. I wasn't getting the hormones anymore. And so by the time he was 3, I was 25, and it was bad. When I when I say that my husband, Alan, is my hero, I don't just mean it because I love him. I don't just mean it because he's my husband. I mean it because out of everybody that I've ever known, he is the one person who's seen me at my lowest and peeled me off of the floor and, like, literally peeled me off of the bathroom floor. And he's the one who's hidden the meds. He's the one who's hidden the knives. He's the one who has taken off work to stay with me. Oh, bye, Mala. Much love. I'll see you Tuesday, hopefully. It'll be Sims. Um, he he's the one that here, I'm gonna do this real quick. Um, he's the one that never had any judgments. I'm actually going to exit out of this while we chat because it's just about time for me to call it a night. So I'm just going to do that real quick. So he is my hero. He was going to school at the time, and he was in the um, the psych program. That's what he was majoring in, was psychology. And because of this, he he knew what was happening to a degree. He was studying this in his classes. He was talking about these things in his psychology labs, and he was learning these things. And so he was able to say, okay, this is kind of what we're looking at. We need to find somebody who is like this and can help you like this. I found a therapist I really liked, but the medications were, I call it playing musical medications because that's really what it is. It's like musical chairs, and you're just going around and around and around and looking for a seat until you finally find the right seat. Um, they did not, well, they put me back on bupropion, but my symptoms for my depression are weird. Um, the therapist I found disappeared. And when I say disappeared, I seriously mean this woman, she, the woman fucking disappeared out of nowhere, okay? She was just gone, okay? And then I found another one through the college that we were attending. And through this time, I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to take care of our son, who honestly, he really deserved a lot more than I could give him at that time, and I feel really, really bad about that. So, I found a counselor at the college who was getting ready to graduate, and I liked her. And so when she graduated, she found a job at a counseling center in the same city where I live. And she couldn't take me on as a client because at that time, the insurance we had was through the military. TRICARE is an amazing insurance when the provider will take it, because not everybody accepts TRICARE. So, and when I say it's an amazing insurance, I mean for benefit wise. When it comes to the providers, working with them is an absolute bitch. Okay. It doesn't go well. So a lot of people don't want to accept TRICARE. See? So you know. Yeah. So the place she was working didn't accept it, so I had to find someone else. I found a doctor, not a therapist, a doctor who supposedly was specializing. I'm putting this in quotes, okay? Putting this in quotes, specializing in mental health. So I go and I take the test, okay? Those tests, you get used to them. You really do. And so he's looking at the results and he's going, you know what? I think you're bipolar. I think you have bipolar depression. Here, take this. And he puts me on this medication called Latuda. And I'm still on the bupropion, so he ups the dose. Now, the medication that he put me on, the Latuda, I had to eat it. I had to take it with food. I had to eat with it, but I had to take it at bedtime. If I did not eat enough when I took it, it would make me sick. And it did not help. However, going and seeing this individual gave me horrific anxiety. Okay, I can't say you shouldn't feel anxious when you go and you see a doctor, but when you're going to see a doctor about your mental health, it should not cause mental health flare-ups, for lack of a better term, when you need to go see them. Okay, having anxiety about the doctor, completely normal. That's the way it is. Nobody really wants to go to the doctor, but you should be able to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to the doctor to get help. And that was not how it was. So I would go in and I would be like, this really isn't doing so great. It's not really working. But whenever I was in his office, I felt like I was an inconvenience. I felt like I was wasting his time. And so he would up the dose of both of my meds. And he would throw something new in. Just throw something new in. And when that something new wouldn't work, he'd throw something different in. And throw something different in. And eventually it got to the point where I was on the highest dose of Latuda and I was on the highest dose of bupropion. And I was miserable. Okay? Absolutely miserable. Well, that provider, that doctor, decided to move, which was like the best thing that could have ever happened because it forced me to find somebody else. And we had heard good things about this specific counseling center. In this counseling center, they have psychologists, they have psychiatrists, they have counselors, and they have a medical staff. Now, the number one doctor at this place has a waiting list. And when you get an appointment with this doctor, you must take your entire day off because he is habitually late. He is behind in everything. And this is because he takes his time with his patients. And that is phenomenal. Okay. It sucks that you have to wait that long. But when it comes to making yourself feel better, I would rather go back in time and spend, you know, hours waiting to see this man than the years I spent feeling the way that I did. So I got in to see him, and we sat there. And Alan, he went with me. Alan goes almost everywhere with me, just because I ask him to. Yes, you really do get desperate. Sometimes the desperation leads you to something not great. But in my case, that led me to the doctor that I still see. Um, I don't know how long we waited to see him, but when we got in, I remember we were in his office for at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And he gave me the questionnaires, multiple. He asked questions about almost everything, okay? And he looked at me and he said, I think what you have is major depressive disorder with mixed symptoms. I'd never heard of it. It's just a way of saying I have depression and my symptoms are, your symptoms make you weird. Okay, you're not your run of the mill major depressive. Okay, you're weird. But he did one more thing, or two more things that no other doctor did. He sent me to the lab to get my blood tested. I was still on the medication that the other doctor had put me on. And when that blood work got back, it turns out that my body doesn't metabolize meds like a quote unquote normal person, okay? And being on such a high dose had meant that I had over 700 milligrams in my system. It had built up that much over time because I think the max for bupropion was like 150. And to have that much in my system, it really worried him because when you get that high, it leads to things like seizures. So he cut my dose way back. And he weaned me off of Lilituda and said, you do not need this. I want you to try this drug. It was Trintellix at the time. But I'm also going to have you do genetic testing. I had no idea. Like, you say genetic testing, and I'm thinking, 23andMe? Like, I don't need to know where my ancestors came from. Know where they came from. Most of my people are still back there. I know where they're at. But it wasn't that. And the results came in. And it turned out that my body is super weird. And it does not like metabolizing medications like a normal person. Any medication. Well, I can't say any medication. It came back with 3 columns, okay? You had the green column, you had the yellow column, and you had the red column. Or was it green, orange, red, okay? And in the green column, there were like 4 medications. And in the orange column, there was maybe like 10, maybe? And then in the red column, there was a whole big list. And the red column is the meds that my body says, up your Ziggy with a wah-wah brush, you don't get to have this. And the Latuda was on that list. bupropion was on the orange list. So he started introducing different meds slowly. The Trintellix made me sick. I took it for like 3 days, vomited every single day that I took it. And this was the amazing part. Called his nurse to tell her, hey, I'm throwing up. This isn't, I don't think this is working. And instead of doing what other nurses had done in the past, oh, well, we'll talk to your doctor about it at your next appointment. She was like, okay, I want you to stop taking it right now. I'm going to put you on hold and I'm going to go talk to Dr. Denegi. So she goes and she talks to the doctor and she comes back and she's like, okay, stay off of the medication. And I see your appointment is on this day. If your symptoms get worse, like your depressive symptoms get worse, call us and we'll get you in sooner. Okay. That's awesome. I go back in. He gives me different medications to try, different things. I found a counselor, actually, no, psychologist. I found a psychologist at that same place, and I felt comfortable with him. I could talk to him, and because he was in the same place, the notes were linked. So the doctor who was giving me the meds could see the notes that my doctor, the psychologist, was making, and vice versa. It was perfect. So, at the age of 28, I'd finally found somebody to give me my meds, the right meds, somebody to talk to who didn't disappear and was a good fit. Okay, the therapist part is the most vulnerable part because that's the person that has to know what is going on in your brain if they are going to help you. And sharing that side of your brain sucks. Okay? There's no buts or, well, what about? No, it just sucks. Okay? And so from 2019 until 2 months ago, I had been seeing the same psychologist. He got a new job that was paying him about 20% more than what he was being paid at the job he was at. So I totally understand him, going. My issue comes before Christmas. We had a meeting. I'd been seeing this guy for years, and I think, and this goes to show you just how hard it is to open up. I think because I finally said what I had been thinking since I was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6. And he'd known me for this whole time, and he was shocked. And he's like, wow, I had you all wrong. I got you all wrong. And I know that I had cried in therapy before. It's kind of what you do. You cry in therapy. But this time this was the first time that I cried because I realized what I had just said. I had said it out loud where I'd been thinking it for most of my life. I'd finally said it out loud and it was out there, and realized that that was the problem. That was the problem. So I had every intention of going back after Christmas and figuring it out. And then he tells me he's got a new job, and um, before he left, he gave me a name for it, and I've been doing more research on it. It's fairly new. Um, I've been I'd have to go grab our copy of the DSM-5, but it's called attachment trauma, and I'd never thought of anything that I'd gone through as a child as trauma. Okay, I grew up in a home with both parents. I wasn't beaten. I wasn't, you know, verbally abused in any way. Um, it was what I thought normal. However, in the back of my mind, I knew, well, on the surface, everything looked great. Okay. But what people didn't see was my mom. They didn't see my mom the way that I saw her. They didn't see her for how she really was, how she really is. And because of that, I always thought that something was wrong with me. So I have a new diagnosis. I don't have a new therapist yet, though he referred me to several before he left in the same uh, clinical uh, area. And I still go and I see the doctor who gives me the meds, who also just recently was like, you know what? We're going to put you on some ADHD meds because you're spiraling. And I was. My brain was going super fast and I couldn't focus. So when it comes to mental health, mental illness, you have to give yourself grace. And I honestly, I've got to be 100% honest with you. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth because I can't give myself grace. I've been trying. I know that I need to give myself grace. I know that you need to give yourself grace. I know that people who are in situations like ours or worse situations, they need to give themselves grace. But I also know how nigh on impossible it is to do so. It's going to take time. Okay. Mala and I were talking about how men and women, what is the word? When it comes to ADHD, women and men manifest, there it is, manifest the symptoms differently. As a man, it's easier for you to be diagnosed because your behaviors are different. As a woman, it is more difficult to be diagnosed because our behaviors are so, it's like north and south, okay? Um, Growing up in school, you knew which kids had ADHD in the boys, but not in the girls. It it's so, I don't want to say it's a new field because mental illness is not a new field. Mental illness has been a thing since the beginning. Okay? It has. The world is imperfect. People are imperfect. Mental illness is part of imperfection. But because you can't see it, and because most people see it as it's an ever expanding learning field. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Alan. It is ever expanding. And you are having, well, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that what they were raised with was wrong. My mom and dad are boomers. They always have been. They always will be. But they now know that their their lack of action caused things to be way worse than they should have been. My grandma, I talk to her every Sunday. She is 88 years old and she will never understand because that's the time frame she was raised in. Um, I've had to explain to her about my depression. I've had to explain to her about my cousin, her other grandchild, who has schizophrenia. I have to explain different things to her. And through explaining, I know that that's something she's not going to understand. So the only thing that people like us can do is we can take care of ourselves with getting our own mental illnesses treated. We can bring awareness to those around us about the truth of what mental illness is. Okay? You're not neurodivergent. You're not superhuman. You don't have a superpower. Okay? You are mentally ill. You are, you're mentally disabled. Okay? But your mental illness does not define who you are. It's just a part of who you are. Okay? And how big that part is up to you. Okay? If you're getting your treatment and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you don't have to, make mental illness such a large part of who you are. If you're not seeking treatment, if you're not getting help, it's going to be going to be more a part of who you are than it deserves. Okay? It's a part of you, but it does not deserve to be the main part of you. I know it's super long and wordy and a lot of, information, probably too much information. It's called oversharing. Apparently, it's apparently oversharing is one of the things that comes with attachment trauma. Yeah, it sucks, but there are so many of us out there, and you're not alone. Please, please, please remember that you are not alone. Okay, there are other people like you, like me, who get it, and you're not alone. Understand that it's going to be hard, but you got this. Trust me, if I've got this, then you've got this. Because I almost didn't have this, okay? I I almost lost it. But I was able to I was able to I was able to accept that even though I dislike myself greatly, there are two people in my life who actually, for some unexplicable reason, love me and want me to stick around. Okay? So you are awesome. And I know that there are people who want you to stick around. Specifically, that little one who gave you a creepy picture of a unicorn man that looked like a cockroach. Like, seriously. The fact that she gave you that shows you that she wants you around. There you have it. There you have it. Like I said, it's a lot. If you're even still there, I probably talked you away. But yeah, that, that's just me, the way I see it. All right. Fabulous unicorns that you are. Thank you very, very, very much for joining me. On a lighter note, two muffins were in the oven when one turns on the other and says, "It's pretty hot in here." The other muffin screams, "Ah, a talking muffin!" Oh, really? Okay. And there you go, everyone. Alan. Let's give him a round of applause. Yay! Round of applause for lightening the mood. There you have it. There you have it. Okay. Fabulous unicorns. I am so grateful that you joined me today. I know that we kind of went a little sideways on the topic today, but that's all right. I enjoyed playing. I always enjoy playing with you guys. It's fun. I love coming and playing and chatting and getting to know everybody, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for all of you. I hope that you had a good time, because I had a good time. Yes, and Treemasher, give our regards to your kiddo and the unicorn man, creepy unicorn man. um, if you want, you can always join the Discord and take a picture of the creepy unicorn man and post it on Discord, and I'll take a look at it. Mala shares pictures of her cakes. She makes cake. So you can share the creepy unicorn man with all of us. It's great. I hope that your weekend goes fabulously. I hope you have a great Friday and that it goes smooth, because the weekend. It's right there. It's within reach. We can make it through. We got this. I hope that you work hard. I hope that you get everything that you want. Stay safe. Stay fabulous. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.